I think. Oh, it started. Hello. Andrea's just dashed to get her glasses. There'll be a slight pause. Can you not find them? It started.
I know. Well, you clicked it just as I said. I'm going to go get my glasses.
Oh, wow. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
How are you all? Welcome to our regular Sunday live hangout with you tat addicts. We haven't done this for a week or so. I'm Nick.
I'm Andrea. I can see people now. Well, not literally. But
yeah, we are resellers. We buy stuff and we sell it mainly online on eBay and Amazon. That's how we earn a living. We share what we get up to here on YouTube. We do a live show every Sunday where we come on and just chat about what we've been up to and what we've picked up, that sort of thing.
Indeed. I feel very I've had a lazy day, and then I just made dinner late, and
yeah, we did have plans to go out today, but it has rained all day.
Yeah, it's been raining since this morning, so we couldn't even go to a boot sale, which is a bit
No, we went out yesterday, and here it had rained on the Friday night, so it put off most of your kind of average family sellers. First boot sale, I've been editing a video. I completely forgot the time, by the way, which is why we're late. I've been sat here editing a video, and then you came in and went, "Are you ready to go?"
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got like 3 minutes to get set up. So yeah, but we did manage to find a few bits on the Saturday, some of which you can see around us. We've just brought it all in and thrown it down, so it's going to be a bit chaotic. So let's pop in the side chat. If you're new to these live hangouts, there's a live side chat that you can go in and say hello, ask questions, chat with the other guys in there. So please do pop in if you want to. First in today, do you want to read a few hellos?
It's Lucy. Lucy's very good. She's always in there first.
Lucy is fast off the mark.
Stace Punter, the Norfolk reseller, is in. Alan, Chelsea, Peter, Karen, Anne, BCP, Stephen Bennett, and Gary, Southwest Sellers, Adrian, and Gemma. That's all I can see currently. So hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Gary's. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I need to thank Gary. I was trying to work out what I had in that bag of silver, which I did have to hand, but there's now heaps of stuff in the way. And I sent some pictures because I bought a little tiny macro lens for my phone, which I eventually figured out how to use, and took some pictures of the hallmarks, and Gary very kindly helped me work out what I had. I'd kind of figured out the basics just using Google anyway. It's not as complicated as I thought it was, so I might make a little video about a complete novice trying to work out what hallmarks are, because I think that would be quite interesting. So thank you for that, Gary. That was really helpful, the information you gave me.
Giving away the secrets.
Giving away the secrets. You could just search it on Google. And thank you, Tom, as well, if you're in, for helping me out with that as well. We do have another little thank you. Do you want to talk about that?
No, because I don't know who it was from. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so last week we were talking about our favourite films, and you mentioned you'd not seen The Green Mile. And then we had a lovely surprise in the post, and this turned up, and it was from... Who was it from? Steve Dodsley. So thank you, Steve.
What's he say on the back there?
Said, avid subscriber, hope you will enjoy this film. You will. Yes. Please keep, not return. So thank you so much. Yes, I've never seen it.
No, it's a film we both wanted to see. I've heard really good things. This was on last week. If you didn't watch, we ended up somehow getting onto what everyone's favorite films were. I don't know if I just asked the question or what. And a couple of people mentioned this, and I've heard people rave about how powerful this film is. So thanks, Steve. We will get that watched.
The Shawshank Redemption is your favorite film, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think maybe there's similarities. I don't know.
Similar.
So thank you so much for that. We'll try and get that watched before next week, so we can give an idea of what we thought.
We haven't watched it yet. No. I've watched Mary Poppins with Ellen today. Had a bit of a Disney day.
Well, I came in the sitting room earlier, and they were watching our Disney vlog, sat there with these on.
Now, these are not Ellen's. these are picked up at the weekend for 50p. 50p.
Are they the same as what we bought
They're
in?
exactly the same, except for the fact
That we
that
paid about
these-
$25.
No, well, yeah. These are Disneyland Paris, and obviously Ellen's were Disney World in Florida. But they are exactly the same. So when we go on our next trip to Disneyland Paris,
We've got to sell a whole load of tap before we do that again.
I can wear these.
We need to find another
And then
Atari cart to do that.
And then me and Ellen could be matching.
Well, get selling
So
stuff.
yeah, that's what we're working towards next.
Right, let me say a few more hellos. A lot of people are popping in. Where did we get to? Did you scroll to the end?
I scrolled back down to see what people were saying.
Kelly's in. I was watching Kelly's live the other day, talking about the Hitchin meetup.
Yeah.
We think a few people are coming now. Yeah, this is going to be fun.
I know.
Yeah.
So if you don't subscribe to Kelly's channel already, it's flipping fantastic finds. So go over and subscribe to her channel.
Yeah, you can do it through the side chat.
Yeah.
You can click on the name,
click on the name,
or the 3 dots on the side, and you can take
to the channel.
Yeah. Right. Oh, hi, Adrian. Did you say hi to Adrian? Karin.
Yes, I did. I said hello to Karin as well. Oh, Jason's here as well. That's cool. And yeah.
Baz is saying they're really good sales this week. Then the weekend came and sold naught. We've done one sale today.
Yeah,
yesterday was good.
Been rubbish.
It's still doing this for us.
Well, I think it's the end of the school holidays. It's the end of the month, and I think as soon as paydays come and gone, the kids are back at school, we'll see sales starting to pick up, won't we? I think people are spent out for the holidays, and yeah, it tends to take a dip at this time of the year, doesn't it?
Peter Ray's in. Car boot today was a washout as rained all day. Same here.
Yeah.
So didn't go. Yeah, we kind of looked forward to doing it, but it wasn't happening. There would have been nothing going on around here. We don't, unfortunately, have any covered ones. I know a few people. When I was chatting to Walter, if you're watching, Walter, thank you so much for joining me for that hangout. It was really good fun. A lot of people loved hearing your stories and you sharing your expertise in antiques. Walter said he's lucky in that he has covered boot sales and they go all throughout the year. Ours are in fields, basically. So if it's raining, they don't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were so cold yesterday, weren't we? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we did go on Saturday. If you just joined us, we did go out boot selling on Saturday. So we have a bit of a haul. I also picked up a few bits in our local charity shops. So we're going to share some stuff. There's not loads of it, but it's a few interesting bits, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think? You got a nice couple of bits. You'll never guess what Andrea picked up. Anyway, on to that in a minute.
Oh, and also, shall we say that we met a couple of people at the weekend? Yeah. Sarah and George, we bumped into at one of the boot sales we went to yesterday. So that was really nice to meet them. They've only just started reselling. So yeah, it was kind of cool to meet them and find out about their, getting into reselling and the beginning of their journey. So yes,
I don't know if they're in the chat, but if you are, pop in and say hello.
Yeah, please do.
I'm still scrolling to the end.
Still scrolling.
Steve and Steph. I've been watching their dumpster dive. They're dumpster diving addicts. They're going like every day.
I know. I've been watching
and finding some crazy good
I always
stuff.
miss it live, but I end up.
Yeah, I haven't caught you guys live for a while. They kind of comes at bad times for us, but yeah, I'm enjoying catching up on the replays of those. So,
Gavin said Hitchin Market boot sale is covered. Yeah, but it's still miserable when it's raining.
Yeah, but it's never that many stalls. We went a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? And it was almost a waste of time.
Yeah.
Although in saying that, I have had some amazing finds down there. That crate of audio CDs was from down there. And we made hundreds on that crate. So it is still worth going. But today, for us, there would have been virtually no point unless we popped down to Hitchin. And we quite enjoyed the Lion, to be fair. Because yesterday, we had a family thing on, which was a party. But what did the party involve?
Nick's Six family have the best parties.
It was a help my sister Alison and partner Stuart to dig up their patio party, basically. But it was really good fun. We all roped in and we got the whole thing cleared. and wheelbarrowed out to the front where it's going to be taken away.
Yeah.
And then had a barbecue and spent the afternoon with all the kids. So yeah, it was really fun. And there was a meetup yesterday. I spoke to Tom earlier. Tom ended up going along to that. So I think that all went well. Yeah. So we're going to share some stuff.
Yeah. Andrea's Attic says, is Murphy's Trip Shop still in Hitchin? And is it still as good as I remember from the 90s? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I've taken, at guides, we used to like take the girls out and do like a chip shop challenge, and they loved it because it just meant they could spend the whole evening eating. So we'd go from chip shop to chip shop and buy just a small portion of chips, and they'd all have 1 or 2 each, and then they had to mark how it tasted and how long it took to get cooked and all that business, out of 10. And Murphy's always came top. Every time. They're just the nicest. They are really good customer service. So if you're ever in Hitchin, go to Murphy's. Just giving them a plug.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the way. You wouldn't notice it, but if you are in Hitchin and you're hungry, ask someone where Murphy's is.
It's opposite the market.
Yeah. Okay, so where do you want to start? Your bits, my bits?
Well, people have been guessing, have I picked up Wicker? Yeah, I have, funnily enough. This was the first thing that I picked up yesterday. It's still a bit dusty. It is a wine rack, obviously.
Now, I certainly thought this was a modern piece.
You said you thought it was modern.
But you found some people listing them.
There's a couple on Etsy, and people have listed them as mid-century. And
what do you reckon? That does not look 70s or something, does it? I don't know. It just looks quite modern to me. I don't know. So what are you thinking? Are you going to go with that sort of age?
Yeah, I'm going to list it as mid-century. I'm going to go by what someone's listed. There are 2 identical to that on Etsy, and they've been listed as mid-century. So,
what sort of price are people trying to get on this?
It varies, really. I'm going to try probably about 20, maybe.
Okay.
I think somebody was trying 40 odd. I think they were in America though, but they were trying about £40, and I thought that seemed a bit much for it. So I don't know, 20 to 30. I'm going to try.
Well, you might as well start at 30. And is that Etsy, or are you going to put it on eBay?
That was on Etsy. There was nothing identical to that on eBay, but there were a few sort of wine racks, which didn't seem to be selling on eBay. So I don't know. It's one of those sort of, just try it and see.
Jackie's cats would love to scratch that. Yeah, they'd ruin this in no time, I'm sure. Steve Maloney, that's 80s or 90s. Now, that's what I thought.
See, that's what I thought. But,
Yeah, so you said mid-century. That's like 50s.
That's what someone's listed as.
Doesn't mid-century mean 50s then?
Well, I think it's loosely meaning like 50s, 60s, 70s.
I wouldn't
People
call
think
this
mid-century is like 50s,
I don't think you'd
60s,
get away with
70s.
that.
So,
but it is tricky to date some stuff. But
it is, yeah. But I'm only going on what someone's listed it as. So
Adrian looks 90s.
Well, Gary said it's got the 70s look.
Gary says it's got 70s look. Okay.
So
it's difficult, isn't it, guys?
Maybe up at mid-century style.
Pete's Retro Collectibles. Now, this is the same in our house. My wine, this is Pete, says, my wine never lasts long enough for a hutch. Oh, a wine hutch. Is that what it is? Yeah, a bottle of wine comes in this house. It doesn't last a night. Right, so that was your first piece. And what did you pay on that?
That was £2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a clip that, there was actually. I've just
because I looked at it and I said, I almost walked away, and then I just asked her out of interest, and she said £2, and I thought, I'll bet them for £2. I'm
pretty sure I got that deal on camera. It's tricky filming, actually dealing with people. It's easier when Andrea's doing the trade because I can just sort of subtly stand there and film. But when I'm having a conversation and actually making a purchase, it's really hard to get that on camera. Although I think I managed it once on the Saturday.
Yeah.
When I was buying this. Now. This was quite interesting.
Ow.
Did I get you then?
No.
Oh,
I said now.
Oh, I thought you said ow.
No, because you went now.
As you know, if you followed us for long, I enjoy picking up board games. This is quite a nice one. It's Harry Potter, obviously, and it's essentially Cluedo, Harry Potter style, Mystery at Hogwarts.
Yeah. Lisa's in. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. And I actually opened it up and had a look inside. And it looked in really good condition. She actually said to me it's missing one of the hats. It has these little wizarding hats as the playing pieces, but they're all in there. She said, oh, I think it's missing a hat, which of course meant I could haggle a little bit harder. But
this will make you laugh. Nick laughed out loud.
So I checked inside and it was like really good condition. It has loads of the sheets, which often get used up anyway. I didn't check the board. Now, those of you that have watched me for a couple of years will remember an incident I had with a customer. You can see you can know what's coming. The board's ripped in half. Can you believe that? Oh, so annoying. It's even been taped up at some point. You might be able to see the sellotape there, but
yeah.
Now, if you don't know what the context is of this, I sold a Monopoly to a guy on eBay. It must be 3 years ago now, 2.5, 3 years ago.
A while ago.
And a lot of boards, that should be stuck together there. And then it folds in half, and then it's got a split here, so it's able to fold in half again, which is how the modern Monopoly boards are.
Yeah.
And I sent one to a guy, and he messaged me saying, "You sent me a ripped board. How
he
can
was
you do
really
that?"
aggressive, wasn't he?
He was super aggressive. Got really shirty with me. I've made a video about it. But I explained to him it has to be ripped there at the top in order to fold up, but he really wasn't listening. But anyway, this one genuinely is ripped in half, and that's the one thing I didn't look at when I opened it up. But later that day, I popped into town, and would you believe it? Found another one. I got that one for £2. I got this one for £2. And this one, thank goodness. This is what it should be like. See? It's got a rip in it, but that's meant to have a rip in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one is, I haven't checked it all together, but I now know I've got loads of, oh, I tell you what. This one's actually missing the playing pieces altogether, but
well, between the two, you've got a full game.
I've got a full one, and I'll
yeah.
now have a load of. It's got the cards. So I've got a load of spare cards.
Kath Palmer was saying that was hilarious. How you cut the board to fit in the box. I think that's what he was accusing you of, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he accused me of all sorts of stuff.
It was very funny.
Accused me of lying to him and setting up the picture so you couldn't see the rip. Was another thing I think he said. I'll try and dig out that video and drop a link below for people that are new to the channel, and you can check it out. It's quite amusing. So anyway, it's not loads of value in that game, but it's one that I tend to do quite well on. So happy to have one complete one out of my two, and some spare bits.
Oh, David McGregor says, I'll have that ripped board and any spares. Genuinely, I'll tell you why later. Okay, it's interesting.
All right, drop me a message. Yeah, let me know. What else did you find?
Oh, wow. Funnily enough.
Come on, drum roll, build up the excitement.
This might be a keeper, actually, because we went to, we had dinner at your mum and dad's house last night.
Yeah, after we dug up a patio, we went and had dinner somewhere.
And saw your younger sister with her new baby. Well, she's not so new anymore. She's 8 months now.
Yeah.
And your mum had bought Katie a spider plant, which was in the sale. It was only 50p, I think she'd bought it for.
Bargain.
But Katie's already got a spider plant, and so your mum was saying, well, does anyone else want one? I went, yes, please, I'd love a spider plant. So I might be keeping this to put the spider plant in. I, of course, went home and left it there, because that's me. I just leave everything behind.
I just feel that looks
but
really
it does
dainty.
worry me that if we packaged that, it could break. But I just
I'm worried about if we put a quite heavy spider plant in here, that this tiny bit of straw is going to hold it up.
Well, we'll see. But the spider plant wasn't that big, so
no, but all that soil, and then when you water it, and look, that's Anyway,
well, we'll see.
You want to keep it basically, don't you?
Yeah, it was only 50p.
50p.
So, yeah,
probably really not going to try and resell it then.
This we picked up. This was 50p as well, and again, there's two identical on Etsy. People are listing them as mid-century, but I really don't know. I thought it looked more modern.
This feels older than that wine rack to
Yeah,
me.
somebody said 50s. I really don't think it's 50s.
It feels like people say whatever they like
I
on
know,
Etsy.
it really does.
18th century fruit bowl, going cheap.
But I really liked it, and it was what? It was 50p again,
50p.
wasn't it? Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of constructed out of thin little strips of wood.
Strips of wood, and for the keywords, it's slatted wood. It took me a while to figure out what to search, but slatted wood. It was you that ended up saying it's slats, isn't it? And I went, oh, hang on. So I googled that, and it comes up as slatted wood. So
I quite like that.
Yeah, so that's cool. Can't remember what I was going to list it for now. About,
I think you found some people selling them about £12.
Yeah, so I reckon I'm going to try about 15.
Yeah,
and see.
or 12 with shipping, or anyway,
Yeah,
whatever.
Offers on it.
Not bad from 50p. I reckon you'll sell that quite easily.
Yeah, and at the same time, on the same stall, I picked this up. I don't think this is probably as good. I didn't actually look anything up, but it's a waste paper basket, but it could be a planter as well. It's actually got like an apples, a Royal Gala sticker on it. But that was 50p as well, so I just went with it because I quite like the design. But you know, we'll see. I'll list it probably as a planter, and
surely that's a bin. Designed as a bin.
Yeah, I think so. But people use them to put plants in.
Do you want to save that one? Is that your last bit?
Yeah, I think that is my last bit, but I'll show it anyway. I don't think this is worth very much at all, but I liked it, so I gave it a go because it was £1.
I like this sort of mottled.
Yeah, it's honeycomb. I've been researching.
Is it? Oh.
It is New Devon. Don't know if you can actually see that. No, probably not. New Devon, England.
But not worth much at all, if anything.
Because it was very 70s, I picked it up. But
that goes with our living room, really. We can keep that one.
Try for 10, and if it doesn't sell, I like it, and I might keep it.
Yeah, that matches our living room.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, I quite like that actually. Yeah. Right. I bought a keyboard, which
find space to put that.
This is the keyboard I use. It's the keyboard I bought. It's a Mac wireless keyboard, exactly the same as the one I use, but you want to pinch it.
Keep it. Because I've got a really old, just normal. Yeah. I like that. I like yours.
They are worth looking out for. They hold their value. They're expensive to buy. It's Bluetooth, so you don't need a receiver. It will speak to the Mac anyway. I paid £5 on it. I'm not sure what it would go for, 20 to 30, I'd imagine. But the guy I bought it off.
Before it goes, can I just read out that comment?
Yeah.
I don't know how would you pronounce
what
name?
that?
Yeah.
Elgison.
Sorry if we're pronouncing your name wrong, but your comments made me laugh.
LJ is a nerd.
Oh, there we go. LJ is a nerd. I saw an Oxo tin on Etsy, which was from the 40s. Funny, as it had a barcode on it.
The barcode on it. Wow.
Brilliant.
Barcodes started in like the 70s, didn't they?
Yeah,
or
I think
80s.
you could probably say anything, can't you, really? But,
good Lord. Yeah, the guy I bought this off, he was there with a friend. They had stalls next to each other. I bought a bunch of Playmobil off another guy, well, the other chap who wasn't selling this. And he said, he called the Playmobil Lego, didn't he? And I said, well, this isn't Lego, this is Playmobil, but I paid him what he wanted for it. I'll show you that in a minute, I think, if I brought it in. And then he said, oh, I've got loads of Legos. Is that worth much? And we had a conversation about it all. And he's selling off a load of Legos. So I've taken his number. And then the guy next to him who sold me this in the end said, oh, I've got loads of Lego. I've got loads of that his words, that girly Lego. And I said, oh, Lego friends? He said, yeah, I've got crates of that. And I said, yeah, I'm really interested. I buy and sell that sort of stuff all the time. I'll make you a decent offer. So that hopefully will lead to a big haul of Lego. And then he said, oh, I'll tell you the other thing I've got loads of. I don't know if you'll be interested. I've got tons of Nerf guns. And I thought, is this a wind-up? Are they making this up? Is Jeremy Beadle going to jump out? So, yeah, we'll see what comes of that. But I did buy some Playmobil and that, which I think has been stolen by my wife.
Yeah. Kara's just accused me of being a hoarder.
Yeah. Well, you've been trying to keep quite a lot of this wicker, haven't you? To be fair,
That's the only reason why I buy it, is because I like it.
it's not a
No,
bad way to buy
No,
stuff
exactly.
if you like it.
Exactly.
On another stall, we noticed this. Bonus tap points in the chat. First person to let me know what this sort of toy is called. I'll show you the figure or figures if it helps. Where are they? They've sort of got chunky little legs. They look a bit like that.
Chunky legs.
Yeah, and big feet. Somebody will know. Yes, it is a bat cave. Yes, it is plastic, Gary. Jason, Imaginext. There we go. So this is Imaginext Batman, which does have some value. People do collect it. The figures clip in these little shoe-shaped bits like that.
Oh, Andy says, Nick, did you get my message on eBay? I don't know if you've seen that yet.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I did. I haven't really looked. Anyway, we looked at one of these a few weeks back, and I wasn't sure. I sort of carried on around the boot sale, and we went back, and I said, yeah, you know what, I'm going to take a punt on that, and it had gone by then. And then when I got home, I looked into it, and I really should have picked it up the first time. So when I saw this one, I didn't hesitate, and I grabbed that. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's worth, but they do go quite well. It's got some more figures. There's your little Robin. And they told me who that was. Who was that?
Oh, I don't know. Who's
this, guys?
Stephen Jones says that there were 3 at boot sale today.
3 what are these?
Yeah.
That's a little Batman bike. And then there was this, which I think maybe is where the purple guy goes. It lit up earlier. Somehow a light came on in here. You had a little... is there a button? I brought it in, I put it down, and the eyes lit up. I don't know where the switch...
It's just because it's possessed.
Is it? Somehow, you can... There's little LEDs behind these lights.
Is it Lex Luthor?
Well, this one. Lex Luthor is in Superman.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Maybe it is. Maybe there's a Superman Imaginext as well. Anyway, somehow, I'll have to figure it out. You can make this light up. Anyway, what did I pay for that? 6? Didn't I haggle them to 6 on the whole lot?
Can't remember.
I think so.
Don't know if I was listening.
So that was that. I don't know yet whether I'm going to split those 2 or do it as one bundle.
Stream Andrew says, you're losing your touch. The Batcave didn't go anywhere near my head.
I'm trying to avoid hitting Andrea these days. Been told it's not allowed. Right. Oh, this was from a charity shop. This is Duplo. I've had this character maybe a couple of times actually. Pretty sure it's discontinued, which is why the value continues to hold really well. You can get up to £15 plus shipping on this, believe it or not. It's a really nice piece. Just a Duplo dragon. From when they did, they briefly did like castles and knights and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for him. It's quite easy to know it's Duplo because it has Duplo written inside the studs or Lego. Some say Duplo, some say Lego. Yeah, well worth grabbing. Paid £2.50 on that. But just because I knew it was worth money because I've sold it before.
Yeah.
Let me move this out the way. Can it go down? Hang on. There you go. Oh, Lego. Speaking of Lego, hopefully I will get a big haul from that contact. I bought a box full of... Oh, there's a PS1 memory card in there that I picked up on a different stall.
Catherine said, how's best to sell mixed Lego?
As a job lot is what I do these days. I've made videos in the past about breaking Lego down and selling it to get the most out of it. It's an awful lot of work, but you can do that, like to the individual part and sell it by the part number. If you're interested in that, you could just search Nick Hill's Lego and it should come up.
Yeah, or by the kilo.
Or by the kilo, yeah. Sell it, in kilo bundles is quite a good way. The last lot of mixed Lego I sold 6 kilos for 60 quid after taking out the more valuable bits and bobs. So Yeah. Anyway, I bought this box full of Star Wars miniatures. Is that what they call them? I don't know if there's a particular name. There's one that's still in its poly bag, little TIE fighter. And then there's about, I don't know how many, 20 odd more. I paid what may sound like a lot for this, but I still think there's going to be money in it. I paid £15 for this box. And I could go on for a long time. There are so many in here.
Yeah, they're really cool, aren't they?
They are. There's a few bits that are not Lego that she kind of chucked in. I don't know what that's all about.
Jane Gammon said, I've just found your channel this week. Absolutely love your videos. So that's really cool. Thank you for joining us, Jane.
Who was that, Jane?
Jane Gammons.
Welcome. Glad you're enjoying them. That is so neat. Look at that. That's obviously a little chunky Millennium. So yeah, I could go on and on and on. There's just so many.
Aren't there? Or these?
They're not.
Oh, that's not a figure.
No.
It was.
Oh, there's that. I think that's the TIE fighter that's in the bag. I will look into it, but I would imagine I will just bundle all of this up. If there's any that have any particular value on their own, I'll do it.
Tiny little Stormtrooper.
They're not Lego.
No, I figured that.
You figured that?
I figured that. Boom, boom.
You're such a comedian. No, is that Star Wars? If so, what the hell is it? Whoa!
No idea.
Just bracket. Yeah, but there are loads and loads and loads. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. Wow.
I think Retro Gamer is a bit behind. It says Imaginext. Yeah.
Are you watching behind? You may...
We've moved on.
I was watching a chat. I was watching Tahir and Beck who do a Friday hangout. I went and had tea and I paused it, came back in and pressed play again, and I was commenting. The chat was up to date. I was watching like half an hour behind. So yeah, anyway, won't bore you with any more of this. There's that's Slave One. Look, how cool is that? Who ships that?
No idea.
It's isn't it Boba Fett or Jango Fett? One of those. I just said I won't bore you with any more. I'm just going to keep showing you. So yeah, there's loads and loads and loads. So I'm going to have fun playing with that. There may not be as much money in it as I hope.
Boba Fett's.
There you go.
Apparently.
What the?
That looks like
a snowman.
Yeah, looks like a
Stormtrooper
snowman.
Maybe these have come out of the advent calendar.
Oh, possibly. Yeah.
What's Richard saying there? Hi, Nick and Andrea. As someone new to reselling, I've done car boots, auctions, charity shops. How do you keep momentum when the weather goes bad and car boots are few and far between?
Yeah,
we've tended to buy up more than we could ever list during the summer months.
Yeah.
We also get involved in buying big hauls of stuff. If you're new to the channel, you may not know we bought ridiculous amount of car parts at auction. And
also look out for tabletop sales or jumble sales in your area. Anything that's inside, really. Yeah, we love a good jumble.
Oh no, Star Wars fans.
And Dave Soulsby says, thanks for the warm welcome on Facebook chat, eBay feedback. Nice to be able to sound off to others who understand.
That's the whole point of the group.
Cool.
Yes. If you've got any questions or you just want to moan, you can certainly do that in there. Now, come on, Star Wars fans. Somebody must know what that is. I know what it is.
Yeah. Justin says, aren't some of those Lego sets the ones you get free with the newspaper?
Maybe. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I will still be able to sell it all.
They tend to be exclusive in that case, don't they?
Like another one of the bounty hunter ships.
Yeah.
Nobody's knowing what this is. This is the thing. There we go. Sandcrawler. Isn't it the Jawas that had the Sandcrawler?
And Karen says,
Jawa transporter. There you go.
Karen says, going back to how to source in winter. She says, I don't do boot sales, but with charity shops, jumble sales, Facebook, Spock, and eBay, it never struggled, to be honest. So yeah, there's always a deal to be had if you can snipe stuff on eBay. Yeah.
When I was doing Lego,
you're just happy just sitting there playing with your Star Wars.
do you remember
aren't
when
you,
I
really?
had?
We're having a show here. You know, we're entertaining people.
Many years ago, when we were selling nothing but Lego, this place was just full of Lego. I remember sitting on a spinning chair in here with I think it was like an X-wing and something else, and spinning my chair round and around, doing the noises.
So you're very sad.
Anyway,
can we move on from Star Wars toys now?
do we have to? Yeah, so £15 for the whole box full. Maybe there's 30 sets in there. Oh, look. That's one of the destroyer droids, isn't it? Oh, that's a really
George
nice...
Ross says he's hopefully coming to the meetup. That'd be cool.
Nice one. Yes, 22nd. Well, that kind of whole weekend, really. Some people are coming down. Some people have booked hotels for a couple of nights. Saturday is kind of... This is how it's evolving. Saturday is going to be the sort of main night where everyone's going to go out. As long as weather's good, I think we're going to try and arrange to go en masse to a boot sale, which would be fun. Look at that destroyer droid. Sorry, I'm supposed to be stopping.
Gemma says Andrew's keeping the Wicker, and I think Nick is keeping the Star Wars toys.
Well, if they're not worth much, I will. Look at this tiny Millennium Falcon. Yeah. That's like a baby. I reckon these are from the maybe the Star Wars Advent calendar. But as a bundle, they'll still sell.
Oh, Chelsea says, I think I could see Nick issuing a Lego Star Wars video next week. Yeah.
Well, that's that. Anyway, I will stop now.
Yeah, 10 hours of Nick cleaning Lego Star Wars toys.
They're actually not too bad. Sometimes you get Lego and it's super, super dusty, in which case, you know, you have to give it a bit of a clean or a bit of a blow.
Yeah.
Right. Charity pickup. This wasn't a charity shop. In town here in Hitchin, on the town square, they have little events, and quite often charities have little stalls there. And a local church had a bric-a-brac stall to raise money. They had loads of media. I bought a bunch of CDs, and this is Dawson's Creek. I'm sure many of you remember from 90s, was it, or early 2000s?
Yeah, a bit of both, I think.
I never really watched it. Did you watch this?
No. Didn't get into it at all.
No. Oh, I can't read those dates. Oh. I think it's late 90s.
Yeah, 98 maybe.
Okay. Anyway, that's the entire...
98, 99, and then it goes into 2000,
right,
up to 2006. So yeah, it sort of started late 90s and went into the early 2000s.
Anyway, paid a £5. And it's going to go into Amazon. I reckon I will do pretty well on that. I scanned it while I was there into the Amazon app. I think there's some money in that one.
Yeah, it's quite a cult classic now.
Yeah. Right. Tap points. So you can tell me the what the name of the collective of these are. Do you know what these are?
Yeah, I do. I just read the label.
You read the label. Well,
no, I did know that before.
We had a bunch of these a while back.
Is this an onion?
Yeah.
I think so.
Does it say? I don't think it says on them what they are, does it?
No. But they are better if you've got a collection of them rather than selling them singly.
I think so. Jason was first in.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He's put Goodest Gang.
Oh, no, Andrea was.
Where?
There. Falling on a Bruise, Andrea.
What? Was that before? Where's that? Above?
Oh, no, maybe not.
I don't know.
No.
Well, Jason said Goodest Gang, and the Alan Project said Goodness Gang. They are Goodness Gang. There's like a bunch of, I don't know, 10 different vegetables. I think last time we had like 5 and sold it for 25, 30 quid or something. Yeah. Anyway, there was one of him. He was 50p.
They're really nice. They're so soft, aren't they?
They're really soft. Yeah. In the same charity shop. This was in a charity shop. Again, points for who knows his name. That's easy. I think
everybody's going to know his name.
That's easy.
And then Nick says he's got a little mark on him. I'm going to have to sponge it off. And I said, no, you can't get it wet.
It's a toy. He's got a slight pink there. It does show. There's a little pink sort of smudge there.
He's got a bit on his face as well, I think.
So how am I going to get that off if I can't put water on him?
On his face.
Oh, there is a bit of a smudge there as well. He's yeah. Right. Everyone must know who this is. Hang on, let me scroll down. Who was first with Gizmo? Maria. Yeah. Gizmo from Gremlins. This is the like little cute version until he gets wet. Mogwai. That's one of the 80s films that really holds up. That's still a great film today. So he was 50p as well. I haven't had a chance to look into these, so I've no idea. I'm pretty sure he's vintage. Made by Applause. Oh, 1990 it says there. The film was early in that, though, so it was made a few years later.
Yeah, but they had several films, didn't they?
There's only 2 Gremlins, wasn't there?
There might have been 3.
No, it's made by, you can see, Applause, and it's got a copyright date of 1990, so a bit of age to it. And the last one, I'm not sure people will know what this is. I'll cover up the tag.
I didn't know.
Where's that from? Special tap bonus points if you get this one. This is a little bit obscure. There was a few characters. I think there was like maybe 4 or 5.
You'll have to scroll down there.
Oh, sorry. Let me scroll down. Loads of people got Gizmo. Jason knows his stuff. Yes, this is the Come On Corsa ad. There was an advert with these weird little plush characters, and they'd go, "Come on!" Do you not? I don't remember
it. Not at all.
On YouTube, I'll find it for you later. Then you'll remember. Oh, there you go. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of these characters that were issued based on the advert. And they're quite collectible. There's not big money in it. Don't spend a lot on these. I reckon I'll get a tenner out of him. But he was 50p. And I really quite like him. It's similar. It's not similar in looks, but similar to the whole Flat Eric thing. You know, based on an advert.
Do you think that they were trying to sort of copy that in a way?
Don't know.
Maybe.
Well, we all know that the Flat Eric over time has really shot up in value, so these may do as well. So yeah, Vauxhall Corsa, Come On plushes, basically. I don't know if they actually name. It just says Corsa Come On the tag. I think it being tagged will really help. Just says 10-inch white, and that's it. Made in China. So I was quite pleased. I do love rummaging through those big baskets full of plush. The little charity shop vlog we did last week, I rummaged through 3 or 4 great chests full of plush and found nothing.
Yeah.
I got 3 that
Every now and then you find a gem.
Yeah. Lisa Curry says, I have a Flat Eric obsession. The amount of time I spend on my knees in boxes of plush is getting out of hand. Yeah. Well, I do the same. I've only ever found 2 Flat Erics and 1 kind of mini Flat Eric.
Yeah.
And that's from years of looking. Okay. Have you got more to share?
No, I think that was it.
No, it's those bits.
Well, yeah, but we kind of picked these up with the thought of Ellen's friends, to be honest.
I reckon you'd be able to sell them though as well if you wanted.
Yeah, well, Ellen hasn't decided yet. I mean, she was very put out that we bought anything to do with them in the house, in a jokingly way. So 5 seconds of summer. There are 2 hats.
So let's explain.
5
seconds.
Soz, as my friends call them.
5 Seconds of Summer is a band. For those of you our sort of age who don't keep up with pop culture.
Yeah.
Big kind of teeny boy band, really, aren't they? Do they play instruments?
Yeah, they're kind of a little bit pop rocky. I don't know.
What, a bit sort of McFly for the 20 teens?
Maybe. I mean, Ellen's not into them, but a couple of her friends are really into them. So they're all new with tags. There's a bag here as well.
Shall I? How do I look? Oh my word! No.
Yeah. So there's a rucksack there as well. That's brand new with tags. And
so if
also
Ellen's
a beanie. So
if Ellen's friends don't want these, I would imagine we will bundle.
So we may think about like Christmas presents for her friends, or if not, then we'll bundle.
And what did you pay?
So, they were the bag was £1.50, was it? I think it was. Or was it £1?
We may have got it for £1 though.
Yeah.
Because I said, would you take £1 because we just bought these?
Yeah, and the hats were all 50p each. So you know, can't go
so
wrong.
I think to resell, that was a good pickup.
Yeah.
I reckon you'd do well.
And then this isn't in great condition, and it's not vintage or anything. It's a modern bag, and I don't know. I picked it up because it's 50p, and I liked it. I might keep it.
Stop saying that.
Well, I've made quite a bit on the bags I've picked up, so you know, I deserve to have one for myself.
It's got pom-poms on it. That's
I know,
weird.
they're really cool. Well, that's a big trend at the moment with wicker bags with pom-poms on.
Really? You're making this up now? Right.
I'm not making it up.
Okay. Now, where did I get this
see,
from?
David McGregor says pom-poms very in at the moment. Thank you.
Really, David?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to get with it.
You've been saying that since you met me.
Yeah.
Okay. Need to get with it.
You're still in the 90s.
I'm so with it. I'm into my PS1 games. This is a nice little game. I think it's the only software I bought all day on the Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah. Karen says borrow it like I do. Yeah. I know. I want to keep everything, Steve. That's the trouble with picking up stuff that you like.
Yeah, spotted this on a stall, dashed over and grabbed it because I have sold this a number of times. This is the third in the Resident Evil series on PlayStation 1, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. It's in really nice condition as well. It has the manual, importantly, even has a little insert booklet. And it's got a lot of fingerprints on it, you can probably see, but it's not scratched. They will come off quite easily.
The comments disappeared now, but it just made me laugh. I don't know who said it, but it said, I said obviously 5 seconds of summer, and someone said 11 months of winter.
We've had a good summer this year.
Fantastic summer. Yeah.
Oh, we love to moan about the weather. Yeah. So yes. Lady Willa, Resident 3 Nemesis, nice buy. Yes. It's been a while since I've had it. I think I sent my last one into Amazon and maybe got 20, 25, something like that. I think eBay, the going rate's a bit lower, maybe 15. But don't quote me, just check yourself. But it is worth spending a couple of pounds on if you see that. I got it for 50p. So happy to find a little bit of retro software. This was what I was buying when we met George and my mind's saying Mildred.
Sarah, I think.
George and Mildred. Yeah, I was picking up this. This is another one of these CD tins. I had one with what was it, Penguin Classics, like last week or the week before, which I have sent into Amazon. I think I priced it about £30 or something. This is loads of Roald Dahl classics on a bunch of CDs, 29 CDs.
10 books.
I got it for £4 and I hadn't looked into it. I just made the assumption that it would have some value. So hopefully it does. You can tell me if you know otherwise.
Yeah, Karen's still talking about borrowing clothes. She says I have a constant change in wardrobe. I'm a bit like that myself, actually. If I buy something that I like in my size, then I wear it for a while and then get bored of it, resell it.
Yeah. Well, it's win-win then. You get the use of it, and then if it's still in good nick, you can resell it, and happy days. So, I don't know if we have much more. Oh, there's a bag that I haven't even looked in yet.
Oh. I thought this was going to be a short haul. Oh, Aliyah says, or Aliyah, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, says, I've sold those audiobooks before around the 20 mark, also the Penguin Classics. Oh, and Gary says 25. Sold the Roald Dahl audio CDs last year for 25.
Solo.
Oh.
This kept talking to him the whole way around.
Look, I have no idea if this is worth buying to resell. Don't buy it based on the fact that I picked it up. I want to play this because I've seen this.
Smash it to start.
Oh God, it's not going to shut up now. This
I'm
is
going to sleep.
This light whizzes backwards and forwards, and you have to bash it and stop the light in the middle. I'm gonna have a go.
Solo.
So it
Smash
goes.
it to start. Level 1.
You're doing it backwards. Oh.
Ka-ching.
See, so because it was in the middle, you keep going, and it gets faster and faster. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
2 points.
So, oh, hang on.
It's very space age.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that.
7 points.
Okay, that's enough of that now.
I'm enjoying myself.
Star
Oh,
Wars toys and buckets, honestly.
In the middle.
Bam. 12 points.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah, I know exactly. Enough now.
Can we just turn it off then? Well, that's volume.
Well, you couldn't turn it off and then it just kept talking to you the
I
whole
was
way
wandering
round.
around the boot, so right, put it away.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
in the grand tradition of keeping things for ourselves, or impulsive things for ourselves.
I don't know if that has any value. If anyone's sold that before, let me know if it's worth bothering with. Otherwise, I would just keep it and then give it to the kids in the family.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have a
Right.
play with it, and it was that 50p? Might have been £1. These we may use for ourselves filmmaking. This is a really nice little gorilla pod.
Yeah.
And that's a really nice
Tripod.
lightweight brawn.
It's still
Tripod.
chatting away. Yeah.
That may
one
have some
came
value.
back.
That could
Well,
be.
it may do, but I think it will be really useful. A, our daughter's doing photography A level, and B,
We
for
need-
us with our, making films and stuff, and it's extendable. And yeah, I just think
This may be a keeper.
I think it'd be really useful.
Nearly got my
You
finger there.
very nearly didn't buy it, and I convinced you to. So I think it would be useful.
Yeah. I think we paid £3 on that and £1 on that.
Yeah.
This will be handy. So yeah, they're probably not to be resold. Gorilla Pod is brilliant, says Peter. Yeah, I've not had one. Oh,
Yeah.
Adrian sold one of those Bop It Smashes last week for £8. Oh, okay. So I can flog it if I need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
A few Now albums. I've just bundled up a load of Now albums to get rid. I got £50 on one bundle so far, £15 on another little bundle. Sold a couple of individual ones. I can't resist them, so I bought more.
And Karen says she's got a Poundland tripod. So, well, we had one. We had one and it broke. We bought another one. Now we can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's hidden it somewhere in this house.
Well, the Poundland ones are handy for the little attachment that goes on top that clips your phone in.
Yeah.
And then you can
absolutely.
take that off and put it on a regular tripod. It's really handy.
Yeah. So we need to go to Poundland to get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to use the big tripod the other day and couldn't actually find it.
The door's gone. Right. Now, I think you,
The
you
door
spotted that.
is
didn't
in
you?
there. So this is Playmobil. But yeah, there's a little pilot in here. With his head
Yeah,
on
I
sideways.
think you spotted this. When we first spotted it, there was no roof on it.
Mm.
And I thought, I don't really want to mess around with that if it's incomplete. It's quite bulky. And then did you go up and speak to them? And she's told you.
I was buying the Minnie Mouse ears from the
Okay.
same store. And at that point, she was still unloading stuff from the car. And she says, oh, I need to get the top to that. And I said, oh, my husband was interested how much. And yeah, she found most of the bits, but there is a clip missing from the
Well,
picture,
these
isn't
little
there?
things, which are standard Playmobil part, I annoyingly I had a bunch of them and I sold them off as a lot. But I can get those really easily. It needs another couple under here.
Yeah.
That's easily sold.
But yeah, apart from that, it seemed complete, didn't it?
Yeah, where's that door then? It needs a door.
It's in here somewhere. There's another little man.
Is that part of it? That you've got? Oh, that's like the sort of that goes under there at the back.
Man with a hole in his head.
Yeah, the door is somewhere.
I'm pretty sure she's like, yeah, because she tried to put it on.
It'll be somewhere.
Right,
Anyway, we
so,
ended up
yeah, we'll
paying
find it.
a couple of pounds, was it? What did we pay on it?
Yeah, she wanted $2.50. I think you said we'd take two.
Yeah, so a couple of pounds. If it's worth it, I will sell it just as the plane. If not, it will go in a bundle of Playmobil. Haven't had any Playmobil for a while.
No.
But today, now the guy I was talking about earlier that I now have a contact for, and hopefully I'm going to get a load of Lego out of it. He had that, which he thought was Lego, but it's a pirate ship there and a pirate island sort of thing. No idea if it's complete. I can see a bunch of figures.
Door.
Oh, there's the door, right? The door and the steps for the airplane. Yeah, for a couple of pounds, I was grabbing that all day long.
Yeah. Ooh. So that's a bag of figures, isn't it? Did you pay £2 on that?
Can't remember.
There was one store had that exact princess, Playmobil princess, and the little girl said, "Oh, £1." I've got a whole bag.
It
of
may
stuff
have even
for
been worth
£2.
it. Playmobil figures you can
Well,
sell.
it may have been, but I think when you've spent £2 on a big bag full, and then
This was from the same guy, wasn't it?
yeah,
And I got this cheaper
Yeah.
because I bought all of that.
and then when somebody says £1 for just one, you're like, "Oh, okay," and you walk away.
Yeah, there's some nice bits in here. So there's the wedding. Let's open the bag. Oh, there's another lady in a dress there.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are
there's,
good.
the horse.
Ladies in flouncy dresses.
A knight.
Oh, check him out. That's not Playmobil.
No,
Oh,
no,
what's
that
that?
isn't.
There's an imposter in here.
Looks like a prince, I think.
Oh, emo chick.
Oh yeah, no, he's got a
There's an
crown.
emo chick. Yay. That's a cool one. Look at that.
There you go, a prince with a crown.
There's some nice accessories in here as well. I guess these go with those sort of princess ones. So, yeah, you get the idea. Ooh. Wow, like robot punk.
Oh wow, that is funky. I like
See-through
that.
robot punk. See, some of the more obscure ones I may look up, see if they're worth doing.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at a peacock. Oh,
Oh wow.
so, yes.
Yeah. It's all very royal in
Oh, I
here.
just showed that, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even a little bunch of flowers.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, happy days. And there was more stuff. There's a bunch of media and some more bog standard board games that I seem to find every week that we won't share. So we're about done, I think. Unless you
Yeah,
had
I
any
think
more.
so.
Is
No,
that
no, I didn't. I just only picked up a couple of bits.
okay? Oh, that's good. We're about an hour in anyway.
Yeah.
So, right, I think that is it for stuff. Wow, lots of chat going on.
Yeah. Earlier on, David McGregor said about asked the question of what's everyone's favourite book.
Oh, go on then.
We could end up on that, couldn't we? Because we were talking about favourite films last week. So, do you want to answer in the chat? What's everyone's favourite book? Favourite all-time book? It can be a kid's book. What's yours?
My favourite author of all time, and I've said this before, and I know he's seen as a child's author, but I still maintain the man is an absolute genius, and that is Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
Picking a single Roald Dahl book, actually, no, I can. Danny the Champion of the World. There you go. I read that as a small child, and it had such a profound effect on me.
Yeah. Well, Reselling Polly's just said the BFG.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. Sarcastic Strawberry said a street cat named Bob. Yeah, they made that into a film, didn't they?
You read a lot now.
I read a lot.
Don't.
Yeah, I think my favourite kids' book of all time is Velveteen Rabbit. That really made an impact on me. And I think my favourite book of all time is probably The Colour Purple, because I had to read it for school and I loved it. I just devoured it. It was amazing.
No, that's Angelou. Maya Angelou?
No, it's Alice Walker.
Oh, I thought it was a Maya Angelou.
Yeah,
I've read
all the Maya Angelou books as well, which are amazing. But yeah, that was Alice Walker.
I kind of got out of reading fiction a long time ago. The last few books I've read have been autobiographies or, well, for example, I read the history of, or the Depeche Mode kind of autobiography when we went on holiday last. Yeah, I've got out of the fiction thing, really. So,
yeah.
right,
do you want to scroll back?
Carry on reading. Oh,
and then because we're missing loads.
Oh, okay. Where did you get to? Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, says Chelsea.
Yeah.
Another
that's
where
we were.
Terry Pratchett, Mort. I've never read Pratchett.
No, I haven't either.
I have about 30 Terry Pratchett, but maybe not 30, maybe 20. Mostly hardbacks to bundle up, actually. Right. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, says Anne Hamilton.
Sounds quite apt to what we all do.
Jodie Picoult, that's an author, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than a book title.
I've not
Anything-
read any of her books, actually. They're meant to be good.
That was Heather. LJ is a nerd. Anything by Diana Gabaldon?
Oh, not heard of that author.
The Hungry Caterpillar, says Peter.
Oh, yes.
I have read that book to our daughter and my
Yeah,
sister's
yeah.
kids
And
so
I read
many
it
times.
to my brother, and yeah, love it.
It's timeless.
Love
That
it.
is Eric Carle's stuff. He's had a
Mm.
whole. That's the one he's famous for, obviously, but there's a whole series of those.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Mia Cameron Alley says Unlimited Powers by Anthony Robbins. Yeah.
He's the motivational speaker guy.
Yeah.
What's that?
okay.
Jason says Terry Brooks, Shannonara. Does that say?
Yeah.
Sue? I don't know what that is.
Glasshammer says eBay for
eBay
dummies.
for dummies.
Brilliant.
Complete book of cat breeding. Just sold it for £43.
Oh wow!
Nice
Fantastic.
sale. As a
Yeah.
kid, I always loved the Argos catalogue. Yeah, about sort of October, November time.
Oh, Andrea says Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. Is that? Yeah, my uncle loves Neil Gaiman.
I think Neil Gaiman, Margaret was raving about Neil Gaiman books.
Okay.
Margaret's an avid reader.
Well, The Firm. Gary says The Firm by John Grisham. It was a bad film though.
What does that say? Beepo was a great book when I was little. I don't know that.
Whizzer and Chips.
Whizzer and Chips or the Beezer.
Brilliant. Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, should I say, or the BFG by Roald Dahl.
Yes, that is a true fact. Where Sophie's name came from.
Oh, yeah.
As
She's
in?
talking about her, Sophie.
Oh, I don't know, but
No, it was based on his granddaughter, Sophie Dahl.
yes, yeah, Sophie Dahl, who is a model, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, the character in the book is basically her.
Mm.
Anyway, Jack Reacher books, says Barry. I'm gonna be boring. Biology of belief. I don't read other stuff as I hate it.
Okay.
Fair enough. Da Vinci Code. Oh, it's just jumped. Wow, there's loads of. Oh, we're way
Oh,
behind.
no, there's so many to read.
Oh, we've opened up a can of worms here.
Yeah.
Wow, we're so far behind.
Oh, here we are.
Right, whiz through a few.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. That was David M. Stick of the Dump.
Stick of the
That
Dump.
was-
I
well,
loved that.
I've
I
never
read
the
that at
book,
school
but I remember the children's program.
in the 80s
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the glass bottles as windows.
Oh,
Yeah.
I loved that. I thought, what a great idea.
Dandy or the Beano, Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah, Magician's Nephew. Oh, yeah.
That's part of that series,
Yeah, that's
isn't
the
it?
first book in
Narnia.
the series. I read the entire set to Ellen when she was younger.
I was waiting for someone to mention the Harry
Oh, yeah, of course, Harry Potter.
collection. Viz.
Yeah. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. Used to read Dean R. Kuntz, but now prefer autobiographies and non-fiction.
Another one for me is Dr. Seuss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Green Eggs and Ham, says Tommy. Hunger Games.
Oh yeah,
Says
Tommy's
Maria
mentioned it. Yeah,
Clark.
there.
Yeah, The Stand by Stephen King. It's good. Yeah, great book.
It. I couldn't read horror books.
Oh, there's lots of Stephen King.
The Omen.
You must read Pratt Chettle amazing books.
Stephen King. All Quiet on the Western Front from Peter.
Magic Faraway Tree. I remember reading that to Ellen as well.
Hunger Games books. Magic Faraway Tree, which was Enid Blyton. I read those as a kid.
Yeah.
They were amazing. And Colin Dan's series of oh my word, what did Colin Dan do? It was Farthing Wood, The Animals of Farthing Wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got lost in those books.
Yeah, Will You Take Less says Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
More people loving Terry
The
Pratchett.
Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
Terry Pratchett.
Robert B says the Bible. Yeah,
Wow.
so many. Lots and lots of love for Terry Pratchett. Yeah.
Adrian's working his way through the Highway Code. Does that count? I guess so. Would you say it's your favourite book, though?
Yeah.
Right. Let's read out a few more, and then we're going to have to wrap this up. I think we've opened up a real can of worms.
Yeah,
We could be here all
absolutely.
night.
We're zooming now. We're going to pick out a few.
Video game strategy guides.
We've just disappeared.
Oh, hang on. I've just opened that window wider.
I was hoping we hadn't disappeared, and probably. Wind in the Willows. Yeah. Definitely a great book.
Karen says, my daughter is an avid reader. So she should have been named Matilda.
And Tommy says 2108. We've gone over.
Oops.
The snowman. Yeah. We quite often go over, to be honest.
It's fine.
If you're still here, then
by this
thank
point,
you for sticking with us.
If you want to stick around, you can. We're just rabbiting really now.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Just thought it was an interesting question because last week we talked about films.
Yeah, no, it is fascinating to find out what people are into.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Seuss definitely rocks. Brilliant.
Yeah, we went to Universal Studios and they've got Dr. Seuss like land there, haven't they?
Yeah.
And all of the buildings are all in his amazing sort of surrealist style. And that was amazing. We didn't go on any rides there.
No,
they were kind of kiddie rides.
Yeah, they were very kiddie rides, but just the feeling of walking through there was really cool.
They
were playing all the music and it just felt lovely. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
so, sorry if we haven't read out everybody's, but we're, as it's been pointed out, we're running over.
Well, Andrea's just said The Rats by James Herbert. Oh, I couldn't read that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to sleep after reading that.
Lisa Curry says, one of my favourite books as a kid is A Tale of Two Bad Mice. Now, Ellen did that as a ballet.
Oh, yeah.
With her friend. She was very good in that. Yeah.
She was a squirrel in another one.
Yeah. But in this particular one, she was a bit put out because she was the male mouse. And her friend got to wear a beautiful dress. She had to wear dresses.
Yes. I know the one you're talking about now.
That,
but they also did Beatrix Potter, didn't they? And Ellen was...
well, that's Beatrix Potter.
Squirrel Nutkin.
Yeah, but before she's done Squirrel Nutkin.
Yeah.
But that was when she was tiny. Yeah.
Right. Okay. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much as ever for joining us. If you're still with us, God help you. Oh, we've still got 200 people in.
People are leaving in
the people are leaving quite rapidly now, which we totally understand. We will be back, or at least I will be back Tuesday. I think it's going to be on this channel for the Tat Chat with hopefully Zahir, if he remembers.
Hopefully Zahir.
And anyone else if they can join us. And we'll be back again next Sunday. I don't know what our plans are next week. Do we have plans? Might we make it to a boot sale?
Yes, but it's our anniversary on Saturday.
Ooh, and then it'll be your birthday.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Do you want to share what happened yesterday about birthday present? Okay, quickly before we go, we are going honest, but we've been talking for a while about joining the National Trust. It's something that we want.
We're old now.
We're getting old. We've accepted National Trust. Here we come. But we love old buildings. We love stately homes and that sort of stuff.
History, architecture.
And we've been to quite a few of those places and they're not cheap to get in. So we thought we'll take the plunge and buy membership, which isn't cheap. And we've been talking about it for a while. Andrew's birthday is coming up and I thought I'd as a surprise, I'd buy us joint membership and blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, she randomly just turns to me and goes, I've just joined the National Trust. I'm like, what the? Why don't communication here?
At least you hadn't done it already. We could say it's our anniversary present to each other.
I came that close because I was finding like little deal codes and things online and or trying to, and I was going to book it all up anyway.
Yeah. Gary says Panama hats and tartan mugs next.
Yeah. So expect like videos of us wandering around, probably in your, from your point of view, really dull buildings. Yeah, so we do have birthday coming up. I do have to do something else.
Yeah.
Oh, well, another idea. You want a fancy camera?
I'd like a camera. Yeah.
Do you want a video camera?
But we might go visit a National Trust place on my birthday.
We've got to get the most out of these tickets or this membership you've bought now. Right, we were going about 5 minutes ago.
Thank you. Welsh Wonder Nia says, I work for the National Trust. Come join us. Well, great. We have.
We have.
Yeah. Well, then the Mitchellacs are members.
Is that why? That's why you wanted, because they're all
No.
trendy, aren't they?
No, I did because my dad and Linda are, and we thought it would be great to have some days out with them. So yeah.
Right, we were going ages ago.
Yeah.
Thank you again for joining us. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yes. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.
Take care, guys.